You were saying a few months ago that you think this current government has been sort of damaging for business. You were with Sir Keir Starmer last weekend. Do you have more optimism that for INEOS, the Labour government would be better?
I'm sure Keir will do a very good job of running the country. I've no questions about that. I think the UK does need to get a bit sharper on the business front, and I think the government needs, I think the biggest objective for the government is to create growth in the economy. And, there's two parts of the economy. There's the services side of the economy and there's the manufacturing side. And the manufacturing, unfortunately, has been sliding away now for the last 25 years. We were very similar in scale to Germany probably 25 years ago, but today we're just a fraction of where Germany is. And I think that isn't healthy for the British economy because, and particularly when you think the north of England is very manufacturing based. And that talks to things like energy competitiveness. It talks to things like, why do you put an immensely high tax on the North Sea when what you want, that just disincentivises people from finding hydrocarbons in the North Sea and energy. And what we need is competitive energy. So, why in America, in the energy world, in the oil and gas world, they just apply corporation tax to the oil and gas companies, which is about 30%. And in the UK, we've got this tax of 75% because we want to kill off the oil and gas companies. But if we don't have competitive energy, we're not going to have a healthy manufacturing industry. And that just makes no sense to me at all. None.
So, you are representing Britain in part with this America's Cup Challenge. You're using Britannia. So, what do you think would be best for the country in this election year in terms of?
Oh, I think. In my view, there's no question that the Conservatives have had they've had a good run. Over the last, probably 15, 20 years, and I think most of the country probably feels it's time for a change, and I sort of get that, really.
Are you going to fund some of that change? Invest in Labour?
I've got lots to do. No, we're apolitical at INEOS, We just want a successful manufacturing sector in the UK. We'll talk to either government about that.
Has Brexit impacted that?
We're quite clear about our views.
Has Brexit impacted that?
Well, Brexit sort of unfortunately didn't turn out as people anticipated because we didn't really, Brexit was, largely about immigration. That was the biggest component of that vote. People were getting fed up with the influx of, the city of Southampton coming in every year. I think last year it was 2 times Southampton. A small island like the UK can't cope with vast numbers of people coming into the UK. It just overburdens the National Health Service, the traffic service, the police, everybody. They can't. The country was designed for 55 or 60 million people, and we've got 70 million people, and all the services break down as a consequence. So that's what Brexit was all about, and nobody's implemented that. They just keep talking about it, but nothing's been done, which is why I think we'll finish up with a change of government, to be honest.